Hey everyone, this is Danny Mac. I know we normally like to have a lot of fun on this little thing here, but every now and again there is something that encapsulates just pure sadness and despair in the news cycle, and we need to touch on it. So the war in Gaza has been raging for about 2 years now. Biden has attempted ceasefires, Trump is attempting ceasefires, and none of them seem to stick. Netanyahu seemingly can't be trusted, yet he is continually trusted by the American government. We don't quite know what to do, and that is why we turn to smarter, wiser minds. I have with me right now Dr. Samson Burke from the University of Washington on the line to help us discuss the future of Gaza and how we might get out of this without further bloodshed. Dr. Burke, thank you for being here.
Hello. I think there might be a mistake here. I'm sorry.
Is everything okay? Can you hear me okay? Is it like an audio problem?
No, I can hear you fine. This is Mr. Burke, Samson Burke, but I'm not a doctor. No, I didn't go to university.
You're not, but you work at the University of Washington, correct?
No, that's not true. I volunteer at the University of Washington newsletter. I just do movie reviews for them.
Okay. I have something different in my notes here. Are you? I'm sorry. This is not. Is the Middle East tension not your area of expertise? I'm not familiar with this newsletter.
No. I do movie reviews. The last kind of bunch of issues for the magazine. I've been talking about animated specials that have come out, animated movies, and we're just focusing on Sonic 3 right now. I've been doing any kind of interviews with college radios for my review of Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Sonic the... Okay. Well, I guess while I have you, do you have anything to say about the war in Gaza? Or
I have an opinion on it. I don't just do movie reviews.
Of course, yes. No, I mean, you are a journalist of sorts, so you must have an opinion, of course, yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, the way I think about it is, war in Gaza, it kind of feels like maybe, the people in Gaza feel like they've kind of been enslaved in a way to a kind of evil, mustache twirling villain, as they say.
Right.
And I think what we need here is a hero. And I think after a while you get bored of the same hero, so you're going to have some kind of anti-hero. Okay. Who is this person? Are they a hero? Or are they not? What is their relationship to Sonic? And if you're going to do that, bring in someone who's beloved to really confuse them. Keanu Reeves, John Wick. Is this guy a badass? Is he lovable? No one knows.
That's well. Since you've perfectly segued that yourself, you might as well give us your review of Sonic 3 while we have you.
I give Sonic 3 ding 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 5 gold coins out of 5.
Okay, thank you. That's Dr. That's Mr. Samson Burke.
That's right.
And we'll be sure to check out your newsletter. And
please do. And you can follow me at Sammy Whammy.
That's all right. Nope.
Okay.
That's
no?
okay.
Okay.
No, appreciate you though.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Introduce you fellas. Hi, I'm here with Samson Burke, and I'm here with Dr. Boris. Now, Boris is the odd man out because Samson and I are screenwriters. We've written a screenplay or two, and Boris, unfortunately, is just a doctor. That's all that he is. So he probably doesn't have much to contribute to certainly this recording, but possibly the world compared to Samson and I, who write great future hit movies. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we can also do harm.
That's right. We can take no oath.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid no oath.
What kind of life are you living? Half a life.
Boris, that microphone in your hand is for you to talk into. Here, Boris is finally going to say something. Here we go.
Boris.
That's a pretty good Tim Allen.
Boris.
I feel like it's like a game of, what's that game where you jump over the rope?
It's,
jump rope?
Jump rope, I believe it's called.
Isn't it hopscotch? No, I'm wrong.
No, there's no rope in hopscotch.
No. I'm trying to figure out when to jump in
Just
I see.
whenever you
But
want.
just like it was when I was a little kid, I clearly missed the mark.
I see. Yeah. Well, I like your timid on-air voice. It's very beautiful. How are you guys? Can I hear a little jingle bell in your hat right now? Do a little shake? That's very nice. That's very nice. This is before we start making cocktails for a cocktail competition where we're going to be making up delicious libations. Libations or libations?
Libations.
It's a
Libations. Yeah.
No
Okay.
V.
No V,
I
just
had
a
a
couple
movie
of B's,
idea
just
that I
3
came up with.
B's.
Leave the deep V's for your T-shirts, Danny.
I don't know if you guys know about this upcoming movie, but Jim wants to tell you a little something about it.
Sonic 3, Team Sonic faces a new enemy called Shadow.
That's all you really need to know. 3 tickets, please.
Tell me more about this new enemy.
His name is Shadow.
Do they call him that because he's like a shadow, or is he
I
like,
don't know.
Hey, I'm Shadow.
What kind of animal is he?
I almost never watch Sonic-themed porn. Almost never, and I don't really learn their names. I know that there's Amy, and she's a cat. Who else is in the Sonic world, Boris? Tails?
I think Samson?
Knuckles.
Boris, you need to have your mic close to your face.
Knuckles is
I
one.
thought I was nailing it.
Knuckles? Yeah, that's another one.
He's a kid now.
Samson, who did you go see Kraven the Hunter with? Samson saw Kraven the Hunter. Boris, are you aware of, Dr. Boris, are you aware of Kraven the Hunter?
I've been unaware of everything you've said in the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to go see with Riley.
Mm-hmm.
He just kept texting me every other day. He was just like, Kraven King?
Oh, he wanted to
Kraven
go.
Tonight King?
Are you
And I was
Kraven
like,
some
no,
Hunter?
I'm working.
Right.
He's like, it's tonight the night, my king?
It
Are we
wasn't
gonna go
you
see
that
Kraven?
wanted to go see it?
No.
No. But you brought your girlfriend, right?
No, it was just me and Riley.
Oh, okay.
Riley and I.
Are there any parts in the movie that you just wouldn't believe are in the movie?
I mean, to be very honest with you, I didn't get to watch a lot of it because we didn't leave because we were so upset with the movie that we couldn't watch it anymore. We left because we couldn't stop laughing. And
Were you asked to
You were
leave?
upsetting everyone
No,
around
but
you.
it was very glaringly annoying. So we were like, okay, if we cannot stop ourselves from laughing, let's
So
get out.
how long did you make it into the movie?
We made it very far. So I'll break it into 3 parts.
Okay.
Which is the first 40 minutes of the movie. And spoiler free.
Okay. So and explain what Kraven is to Boris, because everyone else knows he's a Marvel guy.
Yeah,
I guess that's it.
Kraven the Hunter is a
Kraven's
Marvel villain. He's a great
guy.
hunter, and he comes to America to have the greatest hunt of all, which is of Spider-Man. And then there's a lot more into that. But yeah, he's so good at hunting, he could even hunt superheroes. That's how good of a hunter he is.
That's his whole thing, is that he wants to hunt Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's like, this is the greatest prey in the greater New York area. So
So you've done 2 different voices now for Kraven. What does he sound like?
I'm
in this?
describing you. I'm not.
Okay.
Anyways.
I'm Kraven, and I'm
So yeah, that's great. Now, if you know anything about the Sony MC universe, they're trying to make all these Spider-Man villains into like anti-heroes.
What about Uncle Heroes? Huh?
Anti-heroes. I
Okay,
apologize.
sure.
And so this Kraven is like he's the son. Oh, sorry.
No, that's my bad.
He's the son of Kraven Senior, who is Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe's in it.
God bless him.
I love Puffy Russell
He's
Crowe.
awesome.
We were just talking about Puffy Russell not too long ago.
This
Yeah.
movie needed a pope exercising something, and then it would have been perfect. Anyway,
Oh, right.
so it starts with a jailbreak assassination, excuse me, and it's good. It was fun. It was a little shitty. It was not,
This guy's a little shitty.
you know, it's just like it's a bad movie, a fine action movie,
But passable
it's not
so far.
blowing your mind or anything. But you're like, okay, cool, this is fine. Then it cuts to a flashback when everyone was kids, and you learn why they hate their dad and about how Kraven gets his powers. And this scene,
Wait, he has powers?
yeah. See, what happens is a lion.
Great question,
Mauls
Boris.
him.
This guy's made for podcasting.
As the lion mauls him, a young girl also gives him a potion. At the same time, the lion blood drops into the maul holes on his body, which creates the special Kraven serum that lets him have powers that are
Lioness.
probably that he can see farther, and his eyes turn yellow sometimes, and he can maybe speak to animals or just empathize with them, and also he can like run dumbly with his hands and feet.
Dr. Boris, do you have a question?
Where is this Kraven serum contained?
Oh, it was passed down through a exotic family.
Yeah,
that loves
dumbass, of
tarot,
course. Everyone knows that.
Who you might not know if you see it. The main lady's name is Calypso, but they don't say it, so it's very hard to figure it out in the first part.
So physically, we have no idea where he keeps his serum.
No, he doesn't. It's put into him. He drinks it.
Aren't you? Don't you know how serums work? Aren't you a doctor?
He does. He does. This is going to come back. So then we're going to fast forward to the third part. The second part was terrible.
I'm struggling logistically with how this happened.
Third part, Kraven beats up some bad guys, looks up some wildebeest.
Have you laughed at
Has
this
a giant crossbow. We're laughing our fucking face off. Everything's terrible. Every line is bad.
Give
And
us some
then-
bad dialogue. Is anything you remember?
No.
Anything?
Can you do a reenactment?
So he goes,
Can you play
and
two
so he ends up
characters?
going to a funeral of. So the Calypso is now grown up and is like a cop or something, and she's like, "We're trying to get these bad guys, and he killed my partner or something." And they're
Visualizing it. Keep going.
Yeah.
and she's there, and then Kraven is there, and he says, "I am sorry about the death of your friend," and she says, "Thank you. How did you know them?" And he says, "Actually, I did not," and she says, "Well, why do I care about your apologies then?" And he's like, "Because this," and then he gives her the tarot card that she put in his pocket when he was 10. And she says, "You're the boy." And he says, "Yes, Calypso, it is me." And then we just left at that point. It was
I see.
So wait, is he Russian?
Yeah.
What was he
Thank
doing
you.
near a lion?
You could tell.
Third time's a charm.
How did he encounter a lion?
By his rich
he's a
father
hunter.
taking him to Africa.
Okay.
He's a hunter before he becomes a super hunter.
Yeah.
I see.
So he just got powers and then just kept doing the same thing?
A little closer to the mic, Boris. People are going to want to hear these
47
inquiries.
minutes in. Okay, 47 minutes in. Who knows what happens after that?
That's great.
Yeah. And we left. So the other 4 people in the theater didn't have to hear us cackling.
So it's not going to rake in the dough. This isn't going to be one of 5 Kraven movies.
It's going to make it. It's not only making less money than Madam Web. It has sealed the coffin, and I think they're not going to make any more Sony Marvel movies. They're just going to give up.
Sydney Sweeney's pissed right now. She was supposed to be in 9 more of these fucking things. Damn it. Young lady from Saturday Night Live, I believe is her only credit.
Very nice.
She hosted SNL. Well, I've got Boris here. He's a very learned man. And I've got Samson here. Samson is named Samson.
Something else.
So we're going to play the Samson game. Basically, you're going to both try and identify the name of a famous Samson from literature or history. Obviously, Samson, may have an edge here, but Boris is no slouch, so I'm sure he can hold his own. We're going to start with a coin flip. I have a virtual coin here. We'll see who controls the board and goes first. So, okay, I'm getting the app up. Okay, Sam, what is it going to be? I'm flipping it.
Tails.
Okay, it's heads, so Boris is going to go first. Yes, no, you don't have to call. There's only 2 options. Okay, Boris wins the toy cost. So, Sam, if Boris gets one wrong, you can steal for control of the board.
Okay.
And okay, let's begin. All right. Boris. All right, question number 1.
I'm ready.
Who is the legendary Israelite warrior and judge who used his immense strength to fight the Philistines?
Can I buzz in?
No. It's Boris's turn. If Boris messes up, then you can go.
I like this. I think it's thematic because we were just talking about lions.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Samson.
Correct. The answer is Samson. So that's 10 points for Boris. Very, very good. Okay, moving on to question number 2.
Okay.
close
No.
enough to my
It's
face?
no, it's like Jeopardy. Like he controls the board.
Okay.
Okay, question number 2. Boris, first name Sanju, who is the Indian cricketer who's considered one of the best T20 batters of his generation and was part of the Indian team that won the 2024 T20 World Cup. First name Sanju.
Sorry, it's like Jeopardy. I can buzz in.
No. It's not like Jeopardy in that way. So Boris has control of the board. Who is this Sanju Indian cricketer?
Not as thematic, but I really appreciate the question.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting more into the sport.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a limb here, but I'm quite certain. Samson?
His name is, in fact, Sanju Samson. Very good. That's 20 points for Boris
just got
here.
lucky. I just started watching like a couple weeks ago.
That's great. Yeah, I remember you saying that you wanted to get into cricket a little bit.
It's more cultivative of a sport.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, there's
I'm
only
a
a
doctor.
couple more questions left here. Number 3, Samson still got 0 on the board here. Okay. This is the other title character in Cecil B. DeMille's 1949 Hollywood film Blank and Delilah.
Okay.
So, Sam, if you just... Can you just wait your fucking turn? Boris still has control of the board, so... Boris, who is the other title character in Cecil B. DeMille's Blank and Delilah?
Oh, I'm so glad I got this question. Honestly, this is really close to my heart. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just the universe aligning, but I know the answer. Samson.
3 for 3. This is insane. Oh my goodness.
When do
I
we
feel like
do
I'm
the
doing
next
really good.
coin toss? Round 2? Coin
There's no. Oh, it's just like one round. We play all the way through.
Heads.
So. But again, as soon as Boris gets one wrong, you'll be able to steal, and then you'll have full control of the board. So and Boris, you do not need to call the coin toss again. Okay, question number 4 here. All right, don't change the station. This name, often mistaken with TV manufacturer Samsung, is related to the Old Norse word sunna, which means sun.
Oh.
And just a hint for you, take your time, but just remember, this is mistakenly mistaken for Samsung. It's not that. It sounds like it, though. That's just a hint that I'm going to give you.
I'm not as familiar, but I feel like I was just having a conversation about this with someone not too long ago. Again, I'm going on a little bit of a limb here.
Just give up if you don't know it, you know? No need to guess.
Am I allowed to guess even if I am not quite certain?
Yes, and just, don't yell at him while he's trying to think.
Just give
It's
up.
just not really conducive to a friendly kind of game here. All right,
Well-
Boris, what do you think?
I feel like I got nothing to lose just saying it. Samson?
That's 4 for 4, buddy.
Wow.
Nicely done. High
They're
five.
all-
Holy shit.
Honestly, I was really nervous to come on here, but I'm feeling really good right now.
Okay, what's the problem, buddy? What's the deal?
No, it's fine. Let's
Now
go again.
speak your mind. What's
one
the
more
issue?
time. One more time. It would just be nice if I had a chance to answer one freaking question.
How about we give him one more? I'll switch it up a little. I guess some of these can be a little repetitive.
That would be nice.
Maybe a bit more of difficulty for here.
That would be great.
Okay, let's see. Try to keep the streak going now, Boris. Here we go. The name Samson is derived from the Hebrew word shemesh, which means sun, so that Samson bore the name of God, who is called a sun and shield in Psalms 84:12. And as God protected Israel, so did Samson watch over it in his generation, judging the people even as God did. For 10 points, spell Samson.
10 points, spell Samson.
And I don't want to put too much pressure on, but there is a clock on this answer. You have 10 seconds.
I want to say S,
Mm-hmm.
A-M, kind of like Sam.
That's right.
And I want to end it with, where the name's derived from.
Okay.
I want to say S-O-N, Samson.
This guy's on fucking fire. Oh my God. Congratulations, Boris.
There
was
are
nervous with that
additions
one.
of which there's a P in the name. You didn't clarify that.
Okay. Sam's having a hissy fit here.
No, I'm not.
He appears a bit agitated. I don't know.
It's
Fine. It's fine.
Guys, we're gathering here to make some cocktails, have some fun. I thought it'd be cool to pod beforehand. If you know what, how about a bonus question just for you,
Yes.
Samson? How about that?
I'll just
Okay.
sit back, enjoy my Zevia.
All
You know
right.
what? Let's say that this one is for all the marbles, okay, Sam? You can still win the game, okay?
Absolutely.
I'm
Maybe
okay
put a
with that.
side bet on this one.
Sure, do
I'm
it.
the only one who gets the answer?
I mean, Boris has been kind of crushing it so far, so yes. But you are the only. The board is yours. Here we go. Samson Burke. This one's for you.
All right.
Born in Hamburg, Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch is widely considered to be one of the most noteworthy people with the first name Samson. What year was he born?
Samson. What year was Samson born?
Shall I repeat the question for you? Do you have some difficulty there? Or
Yeah. Just one more time.
Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch, widely considered to be one of the most noteworthy people with the first name Samson. What year was Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch born?
Can I just say his name? Does that give me a...
I'm afraid the question is, what year was Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch born?
Okay, so this is like an on-purpose thing.
I don't really understand what your problem is, man. We gave you a chance to do a fucking bonus question. It's complete. I wasn't even going to...
No, most...
Just, when was he born? What is so difficult about this?
Okay, you know what? 1963.
1963. No, it's 1808.
Well, why would I...
Congratulations, Boris. You are the winner, my friend. And for that,
honestly, when you read that question, I thought I'd lost it, though.
No, I mean...
A low ball for sure.
Right, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest.
Oh.
But he's gay. He's gay. Excuse me, he's blind.
That's your consolation prize, Samson.
You know what? I feel like we're all winners after that.
Oh, shucks. What are you making for your cocktail? Is it going to be a surprise?
No, it doesn't have to be a surprise. I can tell you a little bit about it.
You're both competing to make a nice juicy cocktail.
It's a little strong. It's a little spicy. It's a little citrusy. It's got everything you need, especially animal oils and some nuts. So hopefully nobody is allergic or has any dietary restrictions.
Isn't it crazy how trusting, like our friend Brian's coming over and he's got crazy, like anaphylactic, immediate, needs the jab. He just accepts going out into the world every day and like eating, like, you would have to be like just a menu freak constantly asking. Yeah. I'd be like talking to the chef and going back there and looking like sometimes I just want like oat milk and I feel like I'm fucking creeping on the barista.
You already are like that. Yeah, Riley, that you previously have heard from my Kraven story, he's deathly allergic to peanuts. They'll kill him.
Right.
And it'll be 2 a.m. and we're at a pho place eating whatever. And he's like, wait a minute, does this have peanuts in it? And I'm like, why are you asking now?
Yeah,
you're
drunk at 3 a.m.
Yeah, he plays it fast and loose.
Does he ever have an EpiPen on him?
Yeah, he mostly, more or less, generally has an EpiPen.
I would hope so.
Yeah, he's just like, it's
Good
okay
thing
if
it
I
only
start feeling
happens
itchy.
mostly of the time that he has an anaphylactic reaction.
So how come
Why
all
do you use big words? You already said you're a doctor. Calm down.
Well, now that how come all the peanut allergies? Is this new? Is it not new? Was it always like this?
I don't know. Something about vaccines or something?
Something about the vaccines.
The vaccines.
That'd be a cool superhero team.
The vaccines. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
The Jabber.
From the guy who said assassination.
What about your...
I did not say assassination. I said assassination.
What about the your character that you were going to be in Heel Kick if you were in that movie? Do you remember that character?
Do you think the audience knows about Heel Kick?
Probably not. Then again, the only person listening to this is probably my mom. So maybe.
Yeah. It's that mockumentary wrestling.
Mm-hmm. And we really wanted Samson to be in the movie as another pathetic like backyard wrestler. And but you didn't live near us at the time, so you couldn't be in the movie. No.
Yeah, I came up with an idea for my own character, which I was like, maybe if it gets made a TV show, I can get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good because the older I get, the funnier the bit gets.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I just wanted to be like a loving husband and father who is, getting older, past his prime, but just loves wrestling and wants to be part of it. Is extremely friendly, brings cookies that his wife bakes for everyone. He's like, she's giving me the chance. She's working overtime so I can do this. I just want to really try. I just all my life I wanted to hear the audience just go nuts for me. That's the goal. And hopefully I can do it. I can make it. And then I'm just kind of in the background, that guy. And I'm like, my wife and kids are coming. I'm trying to figure out how to really get it to pop, people aren't really connecting with me, but I gotta, as long as I get them excited, as long as I can get them to react.
Crowd reaction.
And so everyone's like, yeah, good for you, man. You can figure it out. He's like, yeah, no one's really buying my shtick yet. I'm going to figure it out, but I got to do something if the kids and wife are there or whatever. And then I assume at some point you guys in the film are in this final match where there's a large audience and everyone's there. And I see you in the back room and I'm like, hey, thank you. I made it. I'm super excited about my new character. I get to do
thanks for the shot, fight. Guys. Yeah,
it's going to be great. I think it's going to go over really well. And I think the wife and kids are going to love it. But I think I'm going to get that pop finally. And then it cuts to like my pre-match and they're like, And in this corner, at 43 years of age, 295 pounds, we have the 9/11er. And then I come out just looking like a full terrorist, and I just run around, and I'm like, yes, I am the 9/11er. I 9/11 you. I 9/11 you. And my finishing move, I just like fly like an airplane into guys and knock them over. And the crowd is just boo, boo. They're all super upset with me. They're throwing trash. And you just cut to me having this like look upon everyone just so vehemently involved, and a little single tear in my eye as my wife and kids are watching. And I'm like, I've done it. I made it.
Are you doing Royal Rumble this year?
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix this year.
Oh, really?
So it's opened up the possibilities.
That's right. So what are you doing? Do you want to do a bar or you want to do a house?
I think bar still, because like last time we did it, we had 30 people.
Oh, yeah. You have big turnout.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to his Royal Rumble thing?
Ever go to my Royal
No,
Rumble
I've
thing?
never. I didn't even know it was a thing.
You didn't know the Royal Rumble was a thing?
No, that Samson did a thing with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, regardless of whether you love wrestling or not, it probably helps if you do. But we do a little thing where we try and get people together. We watch the Rumble, and we draw numbers. So between 1 and 30, we have 30 people. You get a number. If your number is 8, that's your wrestler. Whoever comes out at 8 is your wrestler. Everyone puts in $20. The winner gets $600. So you don't know anything about wrestling. You just wait till your wrestler comes out on your number, and then you cheer him on for the whole thing. It's quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have loved
And
to
it's
be
gambling.
invited to that.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
great.
illegal to do in bars, so don't tell anyone.
No. Don't tell anyone. That's why this will never air.
Yeah.
But you must...
And he said a 9/11er and about comic.
well, that's fine.
That's totally fine.
That's just a time.
Yeah. What are
But
you
that's
trying
the
to
joke,
forget
right?
it? Come on.
Yeah. Joke police, huh? Is that what they teach in med school? Huh?
You're doing harm to this podcast right now.
Yeah.
That was your
doesn't
first
take it
good
too
joke of
far.
the night, man. That was awesome.
Okay.
Mean.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
There we go. Thanks, Fred. Have you seen that Y2K movie? Fred Durst, right? No, no, wait, that's Papa Roach.
It's more embarrassing me getting angry that you got it wrong.
Papa Roach's real birth name could be Fred, for all you know.
Yeah.
Let's find out right now. Hey, Siri, what is Papa Roach's real name?
Papa Roach is the name of a band, not a person.
Jacoby Shaddix.
No.
I swear to God.
Holy shit.
Jacoby is probably the pronunciation. Samson. Well, fellas, thanks for recording with me.
Yeah, no problem. It was really fun.
Can you do one more Kraven impression? Just
Of
one
course
more.
I can.
Of course I can.
Ready?
I'm Kraven the Hunter. How close is that? I never even seen it.
No, it's really bad. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Ready.
Always bet on black.
Is there a scene where he's in a casino and it's just very literal?
Was it a person he was talking about?
No. He says this, ready? Life can move pretty fast. You better look around, otherwise you just might miss it. I don't know why he's also
Does he say
Dracula.
that?
He's turning into...
I'm Kraven the Hunter.
I am Kraven. You better get busy living or get busy dying.
And now he's Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Does he ever say, I bet you're craving this dick in the movie?
But you are craving this dick?
I bet you're craving this dick.
No, we're back to the...
I want to suck your...
Niet.
Does he say niet?
Niet. He says, das vidanya. Bože moj.
But he speaks English like almost every other word. But he'll throw in a
If
niet
he
every now.
needs to. He says, don't look up the age of my real life wife. She is far too old for me.
But it's how I get in the movies. So
But it's how I get in the movie.
yes, I'm in the many films.
Many. Have you seen Kick-Ass?
I play Kick-Ass in the film Kick-Ass. Hit Girl is also in film.
Yes, also here.
She is not dating elderly producer woman. She must work hard to get auditions. Not me.
Not me. I mean, I work hard.
I work hard.
But
it's
not-
going down
Yes.
on this producer
Absolutely.
girlfriend.
It's like a jungle in there. Now I'm
And now I'm just hunting for the clitoris. Sounds like Triumph.
become triumphant.
Now I am. Now I can't do Triumph when I'm on the spot.
Yeah, it switches.
Okay.
Anyway, I give Kraven the Hunter, bing bing, 2 gold stars out of 5.
I wonder if there's something else in theaters that we might want to see.
Sonic 3, Team Sonic faces a new enemy
Have you seen
called Shadow.
the clip of Jim Carrey talking about this? He looks very sad. He does
No,
not want to
he's
be
great.
talking about.
I love that guy.
Me too.
I like when he's like, sometimes I'll see a kid on the street and they're like, that guy's the Grinch. And they're like, that doesn't look like the Grinch. And then he makes his face look like the Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, people don't know I can actually make that face. I'm like, you don't look anything like the fucking Grinch. You look like Jim Carrey making a dumb smile.
I actually think he does look like the
He doesn't
Grinch,
look
though.
anything like the Grinch.
With the makeup, don't
I
you
only
think?
see the Grinch now whenever I look at
Absolutely
him.
not.
Really? I only see Yes Man when I see him. That's the first thing that comes into my mind.
I only see me, myself, and Irene.
Mustache or no mustache?
No mustache.
Does he go between stash and no stash in that movie?
No.
Not at all.
Oh, okay. Glad we threw that in there. You're both looking very festive as well, I must say.
Oh, well, one of us more festive than the other. Almost as if they have a doctor's amount of money to spend on it.
I got this at Walmart.
What's the most frivolous, stupid thing that you bought once you got doctor money?
My wife.
It's kind of embarrassing.
2 tickets to Kraven. It's kind of embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear
Or
it.
something embarrassing that you did, like your gecko died and you just bought the exact same looking gecko and never told anyone.
He actually paid for the cloning to get that same gecko
Yeah.
back to life. Yeah, Mondo.
Is it possible to get a gecko?
Is it possible to get a gecko?
It looks
okay.
exactly like your old gecko.
Yeah. It's not like Meet
They're
the
not
Parents where you have to paint
chameleons,
the
they're
tail.
geckos.
And, yeah, trick De Niro. It's easy. They all look
I am
the
watching
same.
you, Falker.
Could you
I am
milk
watching you.
a gecko has tits? Could you milk a gecko? Is that
I'm
the
watching
line?
you. That's the more famous line.
I'm watching you?
Yeah.
What about when he says,
The gecko.
I never
tits?
liked you, fucker? Isn't that the line that
No.
everyone says from it?
No.
No.
I feel like
And
you're
you gotta say
becoming less and less
Fokker.
Robert De Niro with every impression.
I
Well,
get
Robert
less
De Niro is becoming less Robert De Niro with every.
Yeah. Now he just yells at Trump voters.
I know it's a podcast, but you got to do the face. There you go.
Oh my God, that's good.
I'm crushing it. Fuck,
He's
too
like,
bad it's
hey, I'm a bad grandpa. Look at me, I'm a bad grandpa. I'm
is
Robert
Dirty
De Niro."
Grandpa Johnny Knoxville and Bad Grandpa is... Because they're both famous dirty grandpas.
First person to call in and answer that question, kill yourself.
And I got the perfect song to listen to while you're calling in.
Jacoby Shaddix.
Well, my shit's blown up with fucking idiots who want to know.
All right, guys,
How to get into my
check
pants
out my Instagram.
apartment.
It's at Surfbox. You can follow me on there. I'm also on TikTok, and I'm on
Samson writes for
Twitter?
The Onion.
/X.
And he writes for Alex Jones. He almost wrote for The Onion.
That's right. Me
Samson
and
is
AJ
Alex
go
Jones.
way J back.
And Boris, where can people get vasectomies?
You can give me a call.
What's your phone number?
And home address.
And those last 3 digits.
Edmonton, Alberta.
List of allergies. No one talk about Edmonton on this podcast. Okay?
What's wrong with Edmonton?
Nothing. Just we're all cool guys from LA.
Yeah.
And that's why would we talk about...
I know Edmonton because it's mentioned on TV sometimes.
Yeah.
On hockey.
Seth Rogen's character is from there in the movie where he's on the cruise ship with Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
That's the only... And my dad is a fan of ice hockey.
Yeah, because
And
he was a Kings fan.
There
back
was
in
a
the day.
player.
He was
That's
from
right.
LA.
And everyone had to say, where did this Gretzky guy come from? And then people mistakenly say Edmonton.
Yeah.
But he's not even from there.
No, not even.
No. He's from Ontario.
Bradford.
Yeah. He is.
Yeah, just
Did you know that?
Just like
Bradford.
Bradford Howe.
Who's actually from the Howe
Much
Sound.
music VJ.
Right. Okay.
That was a real laugh.
Yeah. But this is stuff cool LA guys only know about. Much music VJs.
All right, before I sign off, quick question before we get out of here.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on J.K. Rowling?
I like to say
Divisive. I like
when
it.
I'm joking, instead of saying JK, I like to say I'm just JK Rowling to
I like
mix
that.
it up a little bit.
Do you think you
Joke's
made
got
that
me
up?
J.K. Rowling on the floor.
Yeah.
No.
No, sorry. Sorry,
Yeah.
everyone. I did not mean to make light of a very
Single
serious
mother.
subject.
A single mother of 3. So you can mock her all you want, Samson.
All right. Well, I don't
but I
like
won't
her.
stand
Oh,
for
no,
it.
oh, okay.
I was with you for most of the podcast, but not really anymore, man.
Okay.
Who decided to get political? That's what I want to know.
All right. That's Samson Burke. Only male authors allowed. Samson Burke.
Super cool LA guy. Thanks, Samson.
Yeah. You know what my favorite Harry Potter book is? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Who wrote that one?
Isn't that J.K. Rowling?
Oh, fuck. Never mind. Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Shit.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Bye. Bye.